When I go to Baltimore, got no carpet on my floor. Come along and follow me, we'll go down in the story. Green, green, rocky road, promenading green. Tell me, who do you love? Who do you love? Who do you love? Tell me, who do you love? See the crow up in the sky. He can't fly, he can't fly. He can't walk, he can't run. See him flapping in the sun. Green, green, rocky road, promenading green. Tell me, who do you love? Who do you love? Who do you love? Tell me, who do you love? Little Miss Jane running down the hall. Don't you stumble, don't you fall. Don't you sing, don't you shout. If you sing, you come running out. Green, green, rocky road, promenading green. Tell me, who do you love? Who do you love? Who do you love? Tell me, who do you love? Hookah, soda cracker. Does your mama chew tobacco? If your mama chews tobacco, hookah, soda cracker. Green, green, rocky road, promenading green. Tell me, who do you love? Who do you love? Who do you love? Tell me, who do you love? When I go to Baltimore, got no carpet on my floor. Come along and follow me, we'll go down in the story. Green, green, rocky road, promenading green. Tell me, who do you love? Who do you love? Who do you love? Tell me, who do you love? Who do you love? Who do you love? Who do you love? Tell me, who do you love? Who do you love? Who do you love? Who do you love? Tell me, who do you love? Who do you love? Who do you love? Who do you love? Tell me, who do you love? There you go. Welcome to a history of American folk. The first set's going to be based on the American folk style, and then the second set will be on the history of American blues style. So it's an opportunity to release my inner nerd. Actually, it's not probably outer nerd as well. Actually, let's be honest. And I get to play a few more tunes. So that song was by Dave Van Ronk. Anybody know who Dave Van Ronk is around in this? No, that's cool. I was going to do a fringe show on Dave Van Ronk, and I realised that with no one actually knowing who the hell he is, probably might be a most commercially successful venture. So Dave Van Ronk was basically the mayor of Greenwich Village, mayor of Bleecker Street, they used to call him. And so you can Google this stuff when you get home, not now, obviously. But he was basically very influential on people like Bob Dylan and Paul Simon and people like that. So that was one of his songs, one of his famous songs, Green Rocky Road. So I'm going to do an old American traditional tune, a little song called The L&N Don't Stop Here Anymore. And this song is basically, it's the Louisville and Nashville train, L&N. And basically what happened is it basically bypassed a lot of towns, and a lot of these mining towns and coal towns. It basically, when it went past it, of course, these towns died. And so this is actually an old American traditional tune, an old miners' song called The L&N Don't Stop Here Anymore. And I actually first heard this with Michelle Shocked playing it. And actually, I thought, I haven't heard Michelle Shocked for a long time. I wonder what happened to her. Anyone know the story of Michelle Shocked? I'm not sure if you've seen her. She was like on a punk, kind of Suzanne Vega era, 80s, you know. The whole story is she basically she got cancelled, rightly so. She was she did a bit of a rant, anti-gay rant, and got kind of cancelled from everywhere. And then she, from a record label and stuff like that. And she ended up playing in a bag. She was actually literally playing in a bag because she couldn't get gigs by people knowing her, so she used to play in a bag. So that's something I might do later on in years. If these jokes don't go down well, I'll be playing in a bag myself. So. But anyway, L&Ns don't stop here anymore. When I was a curly-headed baby, Papa bumped me down upon his knee. Said, son, you go to school, you learn your letters. Don't you be a dusty miner boy like me. I was born and raised on the mouth of the hounds that holler. Cold card road and rumble past my door. Now I sit down a rusty road, old empty, 'cause the L&N don't stop anymore. Well, I used to think my daddy was a black man, scooping enough to buy the company store. Now he goes to town with empty pockets, and his face is white like February snow. born and raised on the mouth of the Housing Holler. Cold card rolled and rumbled past my door. Now they sit in a rusty roll, old empty, 'cause the yelling and don't stop it anymore. Last night I dreamt I went down to the coal yard, drew my pay like I'd always done before. The kudzu vines are growing through the window, and the leaves and grass were growing through the floor. I was born and raised on the mouth of the Housing Holler. Cold card rolled a rumble past my door. Now I sit in a rusty roll, old empty, 'cause the yelling and don't stop it anymore. Tell me about it, Corey. Corey Hall double bass there, please. When I was a curly-headed baby, Papa put me down upon his knee. Said, son, you go to school, you learn your letters. Don't you be a dusty miner boy like me. I was born and raised on the mouth of the Housing Holler. Cold card rolled and rumbled past my door. Now they sit in a rusted roll, all empty, 'cause the yelling and don't stop it anymore. 'Cause the yelling and don't stop it anymore. 'Cause the yelling and don't stop it anymore. There you go. This next song's a little song by John Fahey. So I'm going to be throwing these names out. Some of you go, oh yeah, John Fahey. And some of you go, what the hell is he talking about? So John Fahey was basically responsible for a style called American Primitive. So American Primitive was kind of like open tuning sort of stuff. Kind of revisiting American folk, I suppose, in the 60s. And so his disciple was Leo Kottke. I'm sure you've ever heard of Leo Kottke. But this is a John Fahey tune. Actually, I heard. I saw Dot Watson, well, on video, obviously, doing a version of. We'll get to Dot Watson later on, and Leo Kottke did a version of that. So it was such a cool song that I thought, yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that myself. So this is my version of Leo Kottke's version of Dot Watson's version of John Fahey's tune, Last Steam Engine Train. And this is actually my second train song of the set, actually, so it proves what a nerd I actually am. So, when we did this, Corey and I, Corey Hall on double bass, please make him feel welcome. We did this as the Guitar Festival did a back stage sessions during COVID. We couldn't actually play a proper, like people gig. And so we did a backstage session with Chris Finnan, which was a lot of fun. And this is one of the songs we did, which is on YouTube. And we actually did a gig for it as well at the Her Majesty's Theatre. And we weren't allowed to actually hang out with each other because there was these little COVID bubbles. And so we ended up basically, Corey and I, on the other side from Chris Finnan, basically drinking lots and lots of wine. And I think we ran out for sushi as well. And then we realised that we were actually closing the show. We We were about 3 bottles in, but that's by that stage. So I actually can't remember the gig at all. So I think it was good. I saw a video of it later, so it was nice.
That was the first time we played at Her Majesty's Theatre when it opened.
Yes, it was.
Has anyone been in Her Majesty's Theatre since it was renovated? It's amazing. Yeah, so good. That's the only time I've been there when I didn't have to pay to go to anything. But yeah, well worth checking out a show there for sure. And have this great wall down the bottom which they preserved. It had all these signatures from old artists that had come through behind Perspex, so we couldn't sneak our pens in there and try and get our names on it. We did.
Yeah. They cleaned it off afterwards. Yeah, I did a gig actually the following night. We're doing gigs in the city with these braziers and this fire pit and stuff like that. And I was actually outside the front of the Her Majesty's Theatre, telling people that I was actually playing there last night. That sure you were, mate. Yeah. Whatever. So no, I really was. This is the last image and drag.
Lekker. Whenever I do that, I always feel like I want to go into Foxy Lady. I don't know, maybe it's just me. But I'm going to do a little tune by Bob Dylan. I'm not sure if you've heard of him. Bob Dylan, yeah. Robert Zimmerman, no. Yeah, you've heard him. Yeah, cool, yeah. We did an American folk show a couple of fringes back, and we didn't do Bob Dylan. We just sort of thought, well, it's a bit obvious, because he's so amazing. And so when we didn't actually finish the whole set with any Bob Dylan at all, someone yelled out Judas, and which I thought was appropriate under the circumstances. So we're going to do one of my favourite Bob Dylan tunes. You can sing along to this as well. This is folky, so you can put your fingers in your ear and quaff a jug of cider or something, whatever you want to do. And in the blues you can't. You're going to have to be on harder drugs than that, I think, to be in the blues set. But for now, though, it's all nice and folky. So I'm going to play this little tune.
And it ain't no use in sitting and wonder why, babe, if you don't know by now. And it ain't no use in sitting and wonder why, babe, it doesn't matter anyhow. When the rooster crows at the break of dawn, look out your window, mama, 'cause I'll be gone. You're the reason I am traveling on. Don't think twice, it's alright. And it ain't no use in calling out my name, girl, like you never done before. And it ain't no use in calling out my name, girl, doesn't matter anymore. I wish there was something you could do or say to make me change my mind and stay. We never did too much talking anyway. Don't think twice, it's alright. And it ain't no use in turning on your light, babe, a light I never know. And it ain't no use in turning on your light, babe, we're on the dark side of the road. Well, I'm wishing and hoping way down the road, once loved a woman, a child I am told, gave her my heart, she wanted my soul. Don't think twice, it's alright. So long, honey, babe, where I'm bound, I can't tell. Goodbye is too good a word, babe, so I'll just say farewell. Well, I ain't saying you treated me unkind. Could have done better, baby, but I don't mind. Saying you wasted all my precious time. Don't think twice, it's alright. Well, it ain't no use in sitting and wonder why, babe. If you don't know by now, and it ain't no use in sitting and wonder why, babe. It doesn't matter anyhow. When the rooster crows at the break of dawn, look out your window, mama, 'cause I'll be gone. You're the reason I am traveling on. Don't think twice, it's alright. And I ain't saying you treated me unkind. You could have done better, baby, but I don't mind. Just saying you wasted all my precious time. Don't think twice, it's alright. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to do a little song called Angie. So this song's actually written by a British guitarist called Davy Graham. We're doing a British folk one, actually, the Fluoro Folk Festival. And this song features in that one as well. But basically, Davy Graham wrote the song, and Paul Simon did a cover of it for Sounds of Silence. And so that's why it makes it into the American folk tradition. But basically, so Paul Simon kind of came to England and just sort of borrowed a lot of things from that folk scene, including a song called Scarborough Affair, which was an old traditional song that a guy called Martin Carthy did, and then Paul Simon took his version. And I think only recently Martin Carthy's got paid a little bit of money for Paul Simon basically just ripping that off. And oddly enough, I actually met Martin Carthy. I was living in the UK for about 6 years, and I did an album in a place called Robinhood's Bay, which is in Yorkshire, and that's where Martin Carthy lives. So Martin Carthy was friends with people like John Martin and Nick Drake, people like that. And so we had this violinist on the album who was completely nuts. In fact, he disappeared, and we didn't know where he went. And we gave him this recording date, and he turned up on that day from wherever he was. But he turned up at the wrong house, and it was Martin Carthy's house. And so Martin Carthy came in, dropped him off in his towel. So seeing Martin Carthy in a towel was not something I really wanted to see that morning. But that was my Martin Carthy story. So thank you very much. But anyway, so he did a version of this. But Davy Graham, he's basically the sort of grandfather of British folk. He invented a tuning called dadgad. So any of you guitar nerds out there, anyone know what dadgad is? Am I just talking? Oh yeah, there you go. You know what dadgad is. It's an alternate tuning. So when we get to the blues section later on, I'll tell you all about open tunings and alternate tunings. But it's basically a different way of playing guitar. It's more of a Moroccan sort of North African way of playing guitar, basically. So he popularly invented that, and then people like John Martin and you've heard of Nick Drake. I'm not sure if Nick Drake, maybe, yeah. Copied them. So yeah, this is a little song called Angie.
Thank you. So I'm going to play a little song by a guy called Jackson C. Frank. Another guy you may not know at all. And so he was it's a quite interesting story. It ties in with that British folk sort of thing as well. He basically he was as a young child. He's basically in his primary school, and the boiler blew up and basically kind of killed half the class. And so he kind of with the money he got from the disability thing, he got over to England and to play over the folk scene in England. And but he obviously was suffering quite a lot. And Paul Simon did his first album, produced his first album, which is his only album, called Jackson C. Frank. So you can put that in your Google thing when you get home. Absolutely stunning album, amazing. So he basically did that album and never really sort of made it that much famous. Went back to America and just disappeared off the folk scene. And then someone went and tried and research where he actually ended up. And he was sort of homeless in LA. And someone had shot him on the street for fun for some reason. And basically, never really sort of. And they tried to record him again, but he hadn't really had anything left to give anymore. So, but this his song "Blues Runs the Game" was basically recorded by a lot of different artists. So it's an amazing story if you get to find out a bit more about it. But yeah, Jackson C. Frank. It's a song called Blues Runs the Game. Catch a boat to England, baby, maybe to Spain. River I have gone, river I've been and gone, river I have gone, the blues run the game. Send out for whiskey, baby, send out for gin. Me on room service, babe, me on room service, babe, me on room service, a living life of sin. When I'm not drinking, baby, you are on my mind. And I ain't drinking, honey, and I ain't drinking, mama. When I ain't drinking, you know, you find me. Try another city, baby, another town. River I have gone, river I've been and gone. River I have gone, the blues have run the game. Maybe tomorrow, baby, someplace down the line, we'll be much older, so much older, mama, be much older, we'll just stop, all I try. Try another city, baby, another town, river I have played, river I've thrown them dice, river I have played the blues, to run the game. Tell me about it, Corey. Send out for whiskey, baby. Send out for whiskey, baby.
Send out for whiskey, baby. Send out for whiskey, baby. Send out for whiskey, baby. Send out for whiskey, baby. Send out for whiskey, baby. Send out for whiskey, baby. Catch a boat to England, baby. Maybe to Spain. River I have gone. River I've been and gone. River I have gone. The blues have run the game. There you go. Hey, Nonny, can I get a bit more vocal in the fallback skill? Nonny on sound over there, please give a big massive round of applause. So I'm going to do a little song called Columbus Stockade. Actually, speaking of which, I better do a sound out. They're actually recording it live, so I'll do a sound out to Kev because he's always sitting there in his pajamas weeping. He's our usual sound man at the Wheaty. So, but Kev, give Kev a big round of applause for not being here, but being, awesome. Hi, Kev. I'll make him feel happy. I'm going to do a little song by a guy called Dot Watson, who you mentioned before. So Dot Watson is he was a blind kind of folk blues player, I suppose. There's a great little YouTube thing. I mean, everything's on YouTube now. It's amazing. Like people just upload just the private collection of different documentaries. And one was it's like a Pathé News one of 3 days with Dot Watson. It's a British sort of thing, and spent 3 days with him. And just such a lovely character. Really inspiring. And and he does this thing where he actually played this song at someone's birthday and. Some Christmas party or something, whatever, or birthday party, whatever. And and you just think of having Dot Watson at your birthday party would have been something else. But there's a little song called Columbus Stockade. It was actually not written by him. It was written by a songwriting team called Darby and Tarleton, who wrote the song and then immediately fell out because they couldn't work out who actually wrote the song, who owned the song. And it actually worked out to be an old English folk tune. So none of them owned it, but they still fell out. So there's a lesson for you. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm sure there's a lesson if you really dig deep. A little song called Columbus Stockade is all about the Columbus Stockade prison in Georgia. Don't be greedy. Maybe that's the lesson. Way down in Columbus, Georgia, I was wishing I was back in Tennessee. Way down in Columbus, Stockade, all my friends have turned their back on me. Go now if you wish to, never let it worry up your mind. I know you love another. Leave me, pretty darling, I don't mind. Many years we have rambled, many hours together we have spent. When I thought love was forever, but I know now it was only then. Go now if you wish to, never let it worry up your mind. I know you love another. Leave me, pretty darling, I know, right? Many years we have rambled, many hours together we have spent. When I thought love was forever, but I know now it was only then. Go now if you wish to, never let it worry up your mind. I know you love another. Leave me, pretty darling. Columbus, Georgia, I was wishing I was back in Tennessee. Way down in Columbus, Stockade, all my friends have turned their back on me. Go now if you wish to, never let it worry up your mind. I know you love another. Leave me, pretty darling. And I know you love another. Leave me, pretty darling, I know. And I know you love another. Leave me, pretty darling, I know. Thank you. Oh yeah, it's this song. Feel about it. So a lot of the stuff that I'm playing, a little bit about the folk guitar style as well, is I played a style called Travis picking, which is named after Merle Travis. And it actually involves a lot of this, I'll show you in this next tune, this stuff. I'm not sure if you heard that before, kind of country style picking. And how it involves is basically, it's the root note of the chord, C, and then the fifth note of the chord, which is G. So C, and then if you do F, it's C.
first and fifth. So first and fifth is kind of what the Travis picking is all about, and so it just kind of keeps that rolling bass line down, so it moves the song along basically. So yeah. When I say things like that, I realise it may go over the heads of probably the majority of the audience, but then I personally go over the audience, head of most people I actually talk to as well. So this is the same guy who actually spent yesterday. In my Beetle, I've got like a little on the seat. There's like a little metal hook thing underneath the seat cover, and I hooked my jeans on it, and so I basically spent the whole day actually walking around with actually ripping my pants. And it wasn't until the end of the day my girlfriend said, "Actually, you do realise it's actually massive." So I was wondering why every time I bent down to tie my shoes, people were spanking me on the arse. It was kind of I thought it was my lucky day, but yeah. And I'm the same type of character who actually can sit right in the song, and the dog, my dog, can be on the table eating the dinner while I'm still working out that last chord or something. So yeah, I'm sure there's something in that, but yeah, who knows what that is. This little song, this is by Wheaty Guthrie. So Wheaty Guthrie, you may have known. Two really good books to read, Bound for Glory and Seeds of Man. And he was basically the start of the American folk tradition, and yeah, spent a lot of time sort of campaigning for the rights of workers and especially the Oklahoma migrants to California. So basically in the Dust Bowl ballads. So a lot of his songs are very political, which is great. And yeah, just travelled around the freight trains and boxcars and influenced people like Bob Dylan and Pete Seeger and people like that as well. So I'm going to do a little song called Worried Blues.
Well, I'm walking down that old dusty road, Lord, and I'm walking down that old dusty road. Walking down that old dusty road, and I ain't gonna be treated this way. My children need 3 square meals a day. Lord, my children need 3 square meals a day. Children need 3 square meals a day, and I ain't gonna be treated this way. Well, I got them worried blues, Lord, well, I got them worried blues. Lord, I got them worried blues, and I ain't gonna be treated this way. Honey, babe, please don't leave me now. Oh, honey, babe, please don't leave me now. Oh, honey, babe, don't leave me now, and I ain't gonna be treated this way. Well, I'm hoping that this dust never blows. Lord, I'm hoping that this dust never blows. Hoping that this dust never blows, and I ain't gonna be treated this way.
Well, I got them. Well, I got them worried blues. Lord, I got them worried blues. Lord, I got those worried blues, and I ain't gonna be treated this way. And honey, babe, please don't leave me now. Oh, honey, babe, please don't leave me now. Oh, honey, babe, don't leave me now, and I ain't gonna be treated this way. Get my breakfast here, my dinner in Tennessee. Get my breakfast here, my dinner in Tennessee. Breakfast here, my dinner in Tennessee, and I ain't gonna be treated this way. I got them worried blues, Lord, well, I got them worried blues. Lord, I got those worried blues, and I ain't gonna be treated this way. Thank you, thank you. Got a couple more tunes for this this first set, and then we'll do the American blues after this. So I'm going to do a song by Pete Seeger. Anyone who Pete Seeger is around here? Yeah, maybe, yeah. So Pete Seeger was kind of like same sort of vintage as Dylan. And post Woody Guthrie, so he's sort of in between there. And so Pete Seeger was a lovely character, and he had a great show. We introduced a lot of American blues players, which at that stage on TV was actually kind of rare to see African Americans on TV, you know, as features of the show type thing. So he actually did a lot to actually introduce a lot of people to Mississippi John Hurt and Reverend Gary Davis as well. So yeah, it's fantastic, and Lead Belly and people like that. So he sort of championed a lot of the African American blues, which was great. And so he was sort of famous as well in the Newport Festival for that little Judas comment I made before. Was basically to when Bob Dylan went electric. And he had this tour where it was just a real nightmare of a tour because people kind of liked him being his acoustic guitar folk player. So Pete Seeger famously went around and with an axe and tried to chop the the electrical cord connecting Bob Dylan to the mains, which, as you imagine, is probably not the most advisable thing to do. But in later years, apparently, it wasn't as dramatic as that. He didn't like the sound. Wasn't as much the sound of the electric guitar. It just wasn't the sound. It was pretty rubbish. So he just wanted to kill the sound in general, basically, just not because it was electric, just because it sounded terrible. Which is not a problem we have when Nonnie's on the desk, obviously, because we have experts, but yeah. Back in the day, so that was his famous thing of chopping the electrical cord. So I'm going to do a little song called "Which Side Are You On?" And because this is American folk, this first set, we have to have a bit of a sing along. And it's an old miners, an old union song, basically, that Pete Seeger wrote. And the chorus basically goes like this. Which side are you on, boys? Which side are you on? Which side are you on, boys? Which side are you on? So if you feel like doing a bit of a folky, fingers in the air, back tankard of ale. It is Sunday after all, so community singing and all that stuff. See how you go. If you feel like it. It's not like I'll stop the song and then point at you individually, which I might do, but there's always that risk, or incentive. So it goes like this. Which side are you on, boys? Which side are you on? Which side are you on, boys? Which side are you on? They say in Harlan County there are no neutrals there. You fight for the Union, or you're a thug for J.H. Blair. Which side are you on, boys? Which side are you on? Which side are you on, boys? Which side are you on? My daddy was a miner, I'm a miner's son. I'll fight for the Union until the war is won.
Which side are you on, boys? Which side are you on? Which side are you on, boys? Which side are you on? Oh, workers can't stand it. Tell me how you can. Will you be a lousy scab or will you be a man? Which side are you on, boys? Which side are you on? Which side are you on, boys? Which side are you on? Come all of you good workers, good news to you I'll tell, how the good old union is coming here to dwell. Which side are you on, boys? Which side are you on? Which side are you on, boys? Which side are you on? They say in Harlan County there are no neutrals there. You either be a union man or a thug for J.H. Blair. Which side are you on, boys? Which side are you on? Which side are you on, boys? Which side are you on? My daddy was a miner, I'm a miner's son. I'll work for the union till the war is won. Which side are you on, boys? Which side are you on? Which side are you on, boys? Which side are you on? Workers can't stand it, oh tell me how you can. Will you be a lousy scab or will you be a man? Which side are you on, boys? Which side are you on? Which side are you on, boys? Which side are you on? Which side are you on, boys? Which side are you on? Which side are you on, boys? Which side are you on? Which side are you on, boys? Which side are you on? Which side are you on, boys? Which side are you? There you go. So I'm going to finish the first set. This is a we're talking about Reverend Gary Davis before. It's a little song, little American folk song, a little song called Cocaine. It's the only jazz chord I get to play in the whole set, actually, thankfully. That's why I've still got friends. But we're going to have a little short break after this, and we'll do the history of American blues after this set. So, and thanks so much for coming down today as well. It's been it's been an absolute pleasure playing to you guys. So, and I'll see you after the break. Here comes my mama dressed in black, and please, please, mama, that's why you back. Cocaine running round my brain. And I got a mama dressed in white, and come home, baby, won't you stay the night? Cocaine running round my brain. And I got a mama dressed in red, and come home, baby, let's go back to bed. Cocaine running round my brain. And I got a mama dressed in blue, I know mama just what to do. Cocaine running round my brain. Come, baby, please come quick. This old cocaine's making me sick. Cocaine running round my brain. Well, cocaine's for horses, not for men. It's gonna kill you, baby, but I won't say when. Cocaine running round my brain. You got a nickel, I got a dime. You buy the coke and I'll buy the wine. Cocaine running round my brain. Come, baby, please come quick. This old cocaine is making me sick. Cocaine running round my brain. Give me some cocaine, Curry. Comes my mama dressed in green. I know, baby, just what you sing. Cocaine running around my brain. Here comes my mama dressed in gray. Come on, baby, let's go back someday. Cocaine running around my brain. Come, baby, please come quick. This old cocaine is making me sick. Cocaine running around my brain. Sweet cocaine running round my brain. Your cocaine running round my brain. Thank you very much. We'll have a short break and we'll be back with the history of American blues. I'll see you soon. Thank you.